So I've prepared my base. I say last time in the last video we pulled it up and moved things around and I said that that's what we normally do, but this time we want to do something different because it's very difficult to draw the slot onto the side when the shape's already drawn. So I'm going to use the camera and go around, and I'm going to go onto the left hand view. Now it looks like there's nothing there, so if I rotate it a touch down, you see it is, I'll just come onto this side of the shape. Okay, so camera, standard views, and I'm going to go into the left hand view, and I now need to know where I want to put my slot. So I'm going to use a shape to give me a little place to mark it up. I'm going to put that about there. So about 20 centimeters back from the front. 20 millimeters back from the front. Okay. Now if I now use the rotate tool, okay, I have no problem at all with drawing that on the side because there's nothing it's going to get confused with. Okay. So that's now in the right place. And if I don't like it, which I don't, I think that's a bit too far back from my slot, I can delete it. And if I try and draw it in again, so see at this angle, it assumes I want to draw on the same base. So if I go edit and undo rectangle and camera and move it to the left, it makes it much easier to draw that in. And I actually think I want that 5 and I want that to be 10, and that's going to give me my mark. And what I want to put in next is my actual slot. I want the slot to be 15 millimeters wide and about 20 millimeters tall. So 20 and 15, and that's my slot. Now it means I no longer need this shape down here, and I can delete the lines which make that up. Now the problem with this, if I now go back to, and see I'm flicking through the views a lot, the isometric, well, that would be a vertical slot, and my vertical slot is not really what I want. So I actually want my phone or my tablet to be angled back slightly. So I'm going to angle it back slightly, and to do that I need to rotate this shape around. So again, camera, go to the left hand view, I'm going to select this shape, okay, and then I'm going to click on the rotate tool. And the first thing you click on the rotate is where you want to rotate it around, and I want to rotate it around this bottom corner, and then I draw a second line to give me like a handle to rotate it with, and it can rotate that shape. So the first place I clicked is where it's rotating around, and I want that to be about 15 degrees, and that looks fine to me. So now if I go back to the isometric view, I've got my slot ready to draw across, which is hopefully going to make it easier to draw when I've got all the rest of the pieces made. So I can go back to where I was before, repeat what I did, which is go onto Alt and move it up by, I think I said 25. And then I clicked on, let me just check something actually, camera, and yeah, that's okay. Just checking that that has lined up fine there, which I thought it did. So camera, and back to the isometric. I clicked on the line at the back, and then I hit the move tool and move that forward. And I wanted to move that forward, I think I moved it forward by 20. And then I rotated it around so I can see better onto this shape, and I clicked onto the line on this side, and I can move that in by, I can move it in by 10, and then click onto this line and click on the move tool, and I want to move that one in by, try that again. I think after looking at that I've done something a bit wonky on there, so I'm going to just try that again. Click onto this one, It's always worth looking at your shape before you go on. I want to move that. Notice I'm going on the red axis. I'm moving in a straight line. And a straight line by 10. And then I want to select this one. And I want to move this one. Move again. I want to make sure that that one is moving. See the little dotted red line says on the red axis 10 millimeters, and that's fine. If I now rotate that around, I can see I've got my shape and I've already got my slot to take it through in the right position. So now I can easily drag this through. I want it to go all the way through, which I'm going to think means about 90 millimeters, and that's okay. So now I've got my block and I've got my what's going to be my slot in position there. So the next stage is going to be how I actually remove that slot from inside there.